I have such a double chin. This is so annoying, guys. Like, I need to lose weight. I'm so predictable, guys. Hello, everyone. In this video, I'm going to be answering some questions that I asked you guys to ask me. I'm gonna just jump straight into it. In no particular order. The first question will be, where do you shop for jewelry, Sam? Subscriber for years, by the way. Happy you're back. Aww. Thank you so much, broke Kylie Jenner. Mwah. This is a tough question. I've bought some jewelry at Ipso Facto in Fullerton, California. I've bought some online. I don't really spend a lot of money, like, ever. And I don't actually wear a lot of jewelry. I do have a few necklaces that I've acquired from some friends, but it's usually just odds and ends, like this choker I'm wearing, I got off the Cute app, and it was like $1. And this bat necklace that I'm wearing was actually a good friend of mine. Her mom made this for me for my birthday one year, so I don't have like a specific place that I get my jewelry from. I'm sorry, broke Kylie Jenner. I couldn't answer that question any better. Aditi Singh Rajput asked me, what's your age? I am so sorry if I just butchered your name, girl. I'm so sorry. I'm never gonna hesitate telling people how old I am, because, I mean, why do people get so, like, crazy about that? I never understood that. Emelita Lokita asked, do you ever feel like adults our age and also older than us, like our parents' age, look down on you or talk to you differently because of the way you dress? I always feel like they do that to me and they act surprised that I speak intelligently or surprised that I'm not a mean goth bitch. Emelita, listen here, girl. I have said this before in my other videos. My mom has always questioned the way I dress up until about, I don't know, maybe almost 10 years ago. She kind of just gave up at that point. I've never had anybody talk to me differently or like made me feel like looked down upon. If anything, they feel intimidated by me because of course you know how I dress, but I've definitely felt that from my mom in the past. My dad not so much because he just like jokes about my style. I hope that answered your question. Savannah Marie Lennon asked, one thing you wish to achieve in 2017 and one thing you were proud of in 2016. I wish to achieve a YouTube career. I know it won't be this year because it's gonna just take a long time, but I do wish to achieve consistency with my channel. I've been doing a good job in my opinion as far as keeping up with posting videos, and as far as being proud of myself last year, that's a good question. Wet Fever Dreams asked, what were you like growing up? Also, what's one movie you would suggest to anyone and everyone, not necessarily your favorite movie, but one you think everyone needs to see? What was I like growing up? I was actually pretty outgoing as I am now, but I did kind of had to hold it back at home because I had like a bully of a stepsister. When I was at school, that was the best time of the day because I could just like be free and not deal with drama at home. I was very curious. I asked questions to the nines, and when I was a kid, this is probably unrelated, I was in love with Tom Green. Like, not in love with him, but his comedy. Guys, you're gonna hate me because it's like I'm steering away from your questions. So she asked me to recommend a movie that I think everyone should see, but I definitely want to change that to a show. There are so many great movies out there, guys. Like, it's so hard to pick one to recommend to everybody. TV show-wise, I can definitely say that I recommend everybody watch 6 Feet Under. If you've watched that show, please comment down below and let me know what you think. Don't put down any spoilers. That show is set in a funeral home and it's kind of just like you're going through the family drama that they have. And one thing that I found so intriguing was that in the beginning of every episode, there was a death of somebody, and I was always so curious as to which death is gonna be next. How is the next person gonna die? And then the ending to that show is just, I can't even like describe. It's phenomenal. It's so much of an eye-opener. So watch 6 Feet Under if you haven't seen it already. It's on like HBO. My Little China Girl asked, what is #TradGoth? Laugh my ass off. So My Little China Girl on Instagram is one of my best friends. Trad is short for traditional, and like these traditional goths, they kind of like set the scene for that early era of goth. Monica SM86 asked, tips or recommendations for people who have never worn foundation or powder coverage? Thanks. Girl, you've never worn liquid foundation or powder? I was gonna suggest you try powder foundation, but you've never tried powder, so I think you should start with a tinted moisturizer. That's gonna be a very subtle look, and like that's what you'd probably want to start off with. Oh, and then a few other people on Facebook asked me some questions too, so let's pull that up. Okay, I'm just gonna pick a few of these questions here. Michaela asked, would you ever let your dad do your makeup? Hell yes I would, if he lived here in the United States. Nick asked, when is your dad going to do another makeup tutorial? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure he'll be delighted to do another one. Frankie asked, what is the meaning of life? Frankie, the meaning of life is to just die later. Caitlin asked, who's your favorite cousin? Caitlin is my favorite cousin. Carlos asked, what are your favorite new goth bands? Not new to you, but newly formed groups, say the last 7 years. So the only two I can think of, like off the top of my head, Carlos, are Drab Majesty. I have like a very bad obsession with them, and I really like Lebanon Hanover. Drab Majesty definitely channels like the 80s synth stuff, dark synthwave, and Lebanon Hanover kind of like focuses more on like heavy bass and just doom and gloom, and I really like them. So Carlos, yeah, I can only think of two bands. I'm sorry, I'm such a disappointment. And I'll read one more. Patrick asks, how was your Fuck, I'm not reading that, Patrick. Get real. I'm feeling a little extra, like, oomphy today because I don't have to be very quiet in this room when I'm recording right now. I can't, like, really be myself in front of the camera when people are not awake. Ugh, I feel like I talk so loud. Okay, guys, so if you have any questions to ask me, please put them down in the comment box.